Chapter 13 Inside Our Earth. We know much about the outer surface of the Earth because it is visible. But we have limited information about the interior of the Earth. A detailed study of the interior of the Earth is done by geologists. The study of the internal structure of the Earth is important to understand certain changes that occur on the Earth's surface. It is almost impossible to go very deep into the Earth as the temperature and pressure increase with the increase in depth. The temperature at the center of the Earth is around 5,000 degrees Celsius. So, scientists get information about the Earth's interior by studying the materials and the behavior of the earthquake waves. Structure of the Earth. The layers of the Earth's interior are divided into 3 layers, namely the crust, mantle, and core. This division has been done on the basis of the density and chemical properties of rocks. Crust. The crust is the solid outermost layer. It is called the lithosphere. It is a relatively thin layer. The upper part of the crust is called continental crust, about 35 kilometers thick. The lower part is called oceanic crust,
about 5 kilometers thick.
The continental crust is made up of silica, Si, alumina, Al, and so it is called Sial. The oceanic crust is made up of silica, Si, and magnesium, Ma, and therefore it is called Sima. Mantle. Just beneath the crust is a 2,900 kilometers thick layer called the mantle. It lies between the crust and the core. It is made up of dense and heavy materials such as iron and magnesium. Core. Just below the mantle lies the core. It is also called barysphere. The average radius of the core is about 3,500 kilometers. It is made up of heavy metals such as nickel and iron. Therefore, it is also called NiFe knife. Ni stands for nickel and Fe for iron. Materials of the Earth's crust, rocks and minerals. Rocks form the crust. They include not only the hard materials such as granite and marble, but also soft and loose materials such as chalk, clay, sand, and salt. Types of rocks. There are 3 major types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic, classified on the basis of their origin or mode of formation. Igneous rocks. The word igneous has been derived from the Latin word ignis, meaning fire. The igneous rocks are associated with volcanic eruptions. They are formed when magma cools down and solidifies. These rocks were the first to be formed and thus are also known as primary rocks. Igneous rocks are of 2 types: intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. The rocks that cool below the surface of the Earth are called intrusive igneous rocks. The rocks that cool on the surface of the Earth are called extrusive igneous rocks. Characteristics of igneous rocks. These rocks are hard and compact.
These rocks do not occur in distinct layers.
These rocks do not contain remains of animals or plants. Water does not percolate through them. Other types of rocks are formed from igneous rocks. Important minerals found in these rocks include iron, gold, silver, and aluminium. Sedimentary rocks. Rain, wind, ice, plants, and animals break rocks into fragments. These rock fragments are carried away by running water, wind, and ice and are deposited in depressions. The deposited materials are called sediments. The loose sediments are then compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These are sedimentary rocks. Characteristics of sedimentary rocks. These rocks are softer than igneous rocks. These rocks have horizontal layers arranged one above the other. These rocks are mostly formed under water and have marks of waves and mud cracks. These rocks also contain remains of animals and plants called fossils between the layers. The important examples are sandstone, limestone, and coal. Metamorphic rocks. Sometimes igneous and sedimentary rocks are changed or altered owing to extreme heat and pressure in the interior region of the earth. Such rocks that become quite different in texture, color, hardness, and chemical properties from the original rocks are called metamorphic rocks. The act of metamorphism takes hundreds of years. In due course of time, limestone can change into marble, shale into slate, granite into gneiss, sandstone into quartzite, and so on. Gems can be found in these rocks. Characteristics of metamorphic rocks. These rocks, after change, remain in their original position. They are very hard and have a high specific gravity. These rocks do not have empty spaces in them.